When you're a child, the world is all yours. You're told that you have the potential to be anything. So you decide endlessly. One day you're going to be a doctor, the next a lawyer, then a train driver because trains are awesome. A parent hopes their child will conquer the world and their kid turns a box into a spaceship. But as you get older, when you tell your parents you want to be, say, an astronaut, they start ruffling your hair and say, yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. They start getting a little more serious and say, well, you know, you can, but you need to work hard for it. Teachers also lose their magic. They switch from being kindly people who fill you with fun knowledge about numbers, colours and all, and turn into sterner figures who tell you to do more to get the best grade possible so you can have a good job. Your childish wish to be an astronaut is all of a sudden far away, separated by books, and further still by a set of arbitrary letters that need to be attached to your name. All of a sudden, a cardboard box isn't a spaceship anymore. It's just a piece of brown cardboard that used to contain stuff. You're too busy working on your homework so you can get your grades and potentially have an interesting job. But you're not going to be an astronaut anymore, unless you're really, really lucky. You play the game so hard for so long that your inner child is hushed and popped in a corner, so much so that most people forget about it. There are some people, though, that do embrace their inner child. They let them play, tinker and soar above the clouds. Yeah, they may wear a business suit to the office, but in their own time, the suit's completely different. Like the Jaguar XF, it was told its whole life that it would be a racing car, that it can tangle with the best the world has to offer. Then, somewhere along its life, Jag put a diesel engine in it and sent it to work on the motorway. It played the game, it had dreams, and it ended up somewhere completely different from where it wanted to be. Until now, the XFR-S has 542 brake horsepower. That's race car power, and it makes a big burbly noise like a racer as well. To top it all off, it's a bit quick. 0 to 60 takes 4.4 seconds, and its top speed is well over 180 miles an hour. Now that puts it not only in supercar baiting territory, but also toe-to-toe with Mercedes, Audi and BMW with their super saloon supercar wannabes. Finally, the XF gets to live up to its calling, to be the fast, noisy thing. Its suspension is stiffer than the normal car. It's got badges all over it that show off how much more it is. I've driven an XF before in a 3-litre diesel spec, and it was nice, it was wafty, it was floaty, it was typical Jag, big, comfy and a bit quick. This is that plus. Now in normal mode the steering is very light and floaty and the car's quite forgiving. It's as you'd expect a big Jag, nice and comfy. The ride, yeah, the springs have been toughened up for the RS, but it's not jarring. Around town you can potter about and you won't need to go see a chiropractor afterwards. It's a nice car. But when you put your foot down, you get that big whoosh of noise. That V8 just hurls noise right at you, right in your face. And the back can get a little bit twitchy, but thankfully all the safety nets of traction control and what have you are there to save you. Its 8-speed gearbox is sublime. It's such a good gearbox. Yeah, it's a single clutch, but it doesn't seem to take too long about it. When you want to change up, it'll let you. When you want to change down, well, wait until you're in non-engine destroying territory, and then it will deliver the goods. That's all lovely. Let's face it, it can't not be. It's a Jag. But it's when you press the dynamic mode button and switch the gears into sport mode that the XFR-S really comes into its own. It becomes what it wants to be, a big, angry, snorty thing. What dynamic mode also does, it makes the steering just that little bit heavier, the throttle just that little bit sharper. So you feel like you're in a proper sports car, which you kind of are. All that torque and all that power, ooh, it does come in handy. You want to overtake something? Indicate out, and off you go. You're done, like that. It's mammothly, biblically fast. And it's quite unassuming as well. People think, oh, it's Jag XF, nice car, going to be a bit quick. Oh my God, what was that? And then it leaves all the noise right behind them. Jags are a little bit mad, a little bit different. They're the cars that let their hair down and say, sod it, one more for the road. But there's a problem. It's a big one too. The same one that the XCAR-S has. It can't reach its potential on UK roads, hell, any roads with a speed limit. It's bound by 2 white lines and a limit sign hemming it in, making sure that it plays the game. This thing will get from 0 to 60 in less than 4.5 seconds. It will get from 0 to 70 in what, a shade over 5? But that's where it has to stop. It has to stop at 70 miles an hour. This thing has way more power, way more go, way more ability than the road will ever allow it to have. With a car like this, especially this one, you want to give it space to breathe. You want to allow it to do big sweeping skids and leave its mark on the tarmac. But if you're caught doing that, you'll get sent straight to prison. But it's a brilliant, brilliant car. It's wonderful to sit in. It's fast. It's comfortable. You could quite happily eat a continent or two for breakfast and not really realise that you've done it. And that's a hell of an achievement. Like your inner child's dream, the XFR-S didn't quite make its dream of being a full-fat race car, but it's still a truly brilliant car to drive, though you'll never see its full potential on the road. So what you should do is get one, take it to a track, put your spacesuit on and just go racing.